We've been talking about meditation and how that has to be a part of our lives. And of course, it raises the question of the medical input and the medical impact of meditation. Why don't you start? Tell me a little bit about what it means physiologically and medically for somebody to meditate.
So this is amazing. Since 2013, the American Heart Association put out a scientific statement that said transcendental meditation is the only proven form of meditation to reduce blood pressure. And as a doctor or as a clinician, transcendental meditation is the only thing that is prescribable for stress reduction. One of the things that I talk about often is the risk factors. We know the general basic deal: blood pressure, cholesterol, smoking, diabetes, obesity, family history. But that piece of stress, we know recently, has a huge impact on women's hearts, more so than men. We know how to give medication, we know how to tell people to exercise, we know how to tell people to diet, but until 2013, we never could exactly tell people how to manage their stress. And it's an important, hugely important part of dealing with women's hearts. The one point that I want to make, since 1986, more women died of heart disease than men. Guess what happened in 1986? That's when more women entered the workforce. That's when women entered the workforce just as much as men. So when we look at the lifestyle issues, when we talk about does stress really have an impact, clearly, we got to talk about the juggling act. We have to talk about the leaning in, the leaning out, and all of that, because it makes a difference. And now we have something to say, here's what we can give you. Here's a tool that you can have that can help reduce the stress.
And you're seeing a difference with your patients?
Absolutely. I can have someone walk into my office who all of a sudden their sugars are up, they gained weight, and I'll say, what's going on? What's happening? Really? And the answer is, you know what? I've been under so much stress.
Right.
And what do I say? I can very easily write another prescription. I can very easily say, oh, shame on you, you're eating too many cookies. Or I can actually really address the issue, which is coming down to stress. And many people will admit, this is the problem. But what do I do about it? What is the solution? And the interesting thing about TM is that it's not that mindfulness, it's not just the one-off. When you actually learn how to meditate properly, when you actually do TM, it affects the arteries, they dilate, it affects the cortisol, the epinephrine. All of these things decrease. The heart slows down. The whole system just relaxes, not just while you're doing it,